wait till I get my money right.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Quantum Ascend. Happy Monday morning. I got XDC Network up on the screen. This is the 3-day price chart. Gives us a pretty good view kind of what's going on here for XDC Network. So I do not own any of this. This was a request from my Quantum Circle group. I do prioritize their requests over here on X. So today what we're going to do, we got the long-term chart. Going to take a look at waves 3, 4, and 5 for Altseason here for XDC, like we've been doing across the board with a lot of these alts. So first things first, let's take a look at the wave count on the way down here. Not as important, but it's looking like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That crash was over. We did come back down into that support level, found some support there on the third wave. Looks like a wick, a little liquid, but still didn't set a new low from right here. So with that being said, we had our 5 waves down. Now, on the way back up, here's what we're looking at. We got the macro 1, the macro 2, the macro 3, the macro 4 coming back down into 1. And right now, we are waiting on the macro 5 here. So, looking at waves 3, 4, and subwaves 3, 4, and 5 of this macro 5th wave. That's why we're here. So, what I'm talking about is this was 1, 2. Right now, we're waiting on 3, 4, and 5. And we want to figure out where this is taking us. So here, let's go ahead and do this. I'll leave the macro black. We'll make this sub-wave count that we're in right now green. Like I said, alt-season waves 3, 4, and 5. That's what we're looking for here. So I'm going to bring Fibonacci into the mix now. But first, guys, join the Quantum Circle. Entries, exits, and strategy, emotional and mental clarity, 2 daily macro videos, a whole lot more. Link to that is in the bio. Guys, just on the entries and exits alone, you guys are making your money back. Like, whether it's me or someone else, if you guys are newer at this, you've only been doing it for a few years, and you have a lot of money invested, you gotta find a professional educator to help you. So again, whether that's me or someone else, you guys gotta be investing in yourselves, because if you're new here, you're going to round trip, you're going to lose, and you're going to miss the proper entries and exits. So small-minded thinking if you're not investing in yourself. All right, over here. Back to this. First thing we want to do is draw Fibonacci extensions on this entire thing here. So I'm taking it back here from the August 2021 high, pulling it down to that low there. Boom. So all of these price levels on the way up are going to act as resistances and potential targets for XDC. The longer the fib range, the more true these resistances are going to be. So a little bit harder to crack through on the longer time frames. We see that on this, a full extension would take us all the way out here to 76.2 cents. Okay, definitely not out of the realm of possibility. It's like a 9-10x from where we're at right now, and that is in line with a lot of the market. So for me, this is going to be a target up here. It's going to be a secondary target for me, and I'm going to explain why here in a second. But as this thing gets going, we'll have a better idea of which of these targets this thing can run to. But the other thing I have to do now is I want to take this macro 3rd to 4th drop here, and we want to see what a full extension of that range is going to be, and we want to see if we find any confluence there with some of those higher prices and some of these higher fib ranges. So let's pull this down right here. So this wave 3 to 4 drop, make sure I get that right there. This wave 3 to 4 drop, a full extension of this wave, smacks perfectly with the 2618 extension on this entire 4-year range, right? That is too much confluence there for us to be able to ignore. And oftentimes in alt season, we will go a full extension of that last range, all right? So what I'm looking for as my primary is a 5th wave to at least get us up there to 48 cents, puts us just shy of 50 cents. Why is that a possibility? Too, just thinking about it from a logical perspective. So many people, 50 cents, nice round number. So many people going to be holding out for that 50 cent level, right? And then it stops just short, and then they bag hold for another 4 years, right? So for me, this is going to be my primary. Now, if this 3rd wave here ends up making it up here or even higher than what we're going to talk about, then great. We'll go back to the drawing board and we can talk about this 76 cent level is being in play. But what I don't want to happen here is I don't want you guys bag holding, waiting for these higher prices, and it never comes. So we're going to stay conservative on our primary there, and we have a blow off there, secondary. From our current price level, it's only about a 6x for XDC from where we're at, all right? Market cap of $1.5 billion though, pretty decent size. That puts us up around a $10 billion market cap if we go right there. Like I mentioned, we go that full extension. We're going to be looking more at that 76-cent level and 841, like a 9.5x. That is in line with a lot of the rest of the market right now. All right, but again, for the aforementioned reason of a full extension here taking us up to there, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens now with this third wave. All right, but what I'm seeing for this third wave is it does look like we have some, typically we're going to be looking to get up to the 1618 and back test that region. Thing is, we also have an all-time high over here. So I'm seeing up here, I'm seeing a little bit of confluence around that 30-cent level. So it could make sense for us to pop out of there, and this ends up being the level that we back test. So on this third wave, we'll go, and again, that 1618 is going to be a stronger resistance because it's over a longer time period. But we do have confluence of the 2618 of this range. All right, so we can see something like that popping up there for that third wave. I'm going to get rid of this. Now, on this fourth wave, this drop down, in an alt season, typically we're going to see a 35 to 50% drop. A lot of times it'll depend on the market cap too, the size of the coin, right? With XDC being a bigger size, probably not going to be as close to the 50% angle as we are like the 35%. So what I want to do is I want to say, okay, this 0.30 level here, how far are we on a drop down to that former high? 35%, right in the range we just mentioned, right? It can drop lower. I like that that third wave is there and a 786. So we were talking about it staying at 35, but there is some confluence there that we could drop even that deep at 47%, and that still fits the parameter of our 35 to 50% drawdown. So again, got to make adjustments based on past price movement, but seeing that third wave there would make complete sense for that to come back, test that, and then we go off into our fifth wave right there, our final wave. So how does this look from a wave count perspective? Our first wave was looking at about 90%. If we're at the bottom of the second wave, again, we're kind of in the thick of it right now, but we'll say for argument's sake we are. That third wave is up there around 275% or a 3.75x. We then have that final blow off here on the fifth wave from down here, and we see a 200% or a 3x move. So waves 1 and 5 being a little bit shorter, with wave 3 being the longest and strongest, that would make complete sense here for XDC. All right, now again, I know a lot of you people are upset, screaming that there's only, what did we say? How much did we say was left? Like a 6x? Yeah, like a 6x left in this thing. I know there's people upset, but guys, I don't, I don't control the math. This was a really deep second wave drop here, right? So we just got to see how it goes. But if we go back in time here, you had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moving real quick. This bottom here was in August. That top there in January. I mean, that's kind of similar to the time frame that we were at now, but that was for all five waves. If we took it here November 8th, let's do this. November 8th, that low, all the way up right here to that high. It was 75 days and 600%. Just to go these last two waves that we're talking about right now. All right. Well, what did we just say we had left? We have 6x or 500% left. So that would literally be an equivalent move to what we just did back here November through January. That same exact move takes us up to that period in time. If it started today, then you're looking at mid-November as the end. We've been talking about how it's only 2 to 3 months. That fits exactly inside that if alt season were to get kicked off immediately right now. So I feel really good about this 48-cent target, guys. But again, if we do get up there with haste a little bit quicker, we can start to discuss the 76-cent level for that. But that's how we're looking for XDC, guys. Remember, math over feelings always. I mentioned joining the Quantum Circle, real-time trades, access to my portfolio, 2 macro videos a day, a Discord channel, and I teach you how to do TA just like me. Link to that is in the bio. If not, just super appreciative you guys are here. If you could follow, like, repost. I want this to reach as many people as I can before it's too late. So hope you guys have a great Monday. I got a few more rolling out today. I will talk to you then.